Kobbie Mainoo is considering a permanent exit away from Manchester United in the next transfer window. Now, this is what has been reported from Chris Wheeler. Kobbie Mainoo is now considering a permanent exit from Manchester United. His relationship with the club and Ruben Amorim is at breaking point. Manchester United have indicated that they would listen to an exceptional January offer for Mainoo, especially if they can sign a replacement better suited to Amorim's system. That would make sense for him to go. Kobbie Mainoo feels he's been left with little but no choice to seek a fresh start, despite always intended to succeed at Manchester United, and he has continued to train well despite the lack of regular first-team football. Kobbie Mainoo's relationship with Amorim is at breaking point, and this is what also was said. Mainoo's relationship with his boyhood club is at breaking point. With no contract proposal on the table, he continues to earn around £40,000 per week. Mainoo sees no future for himself at Old Trafford under Amorim, and if a loan move in January is included in the option to leave Premier League, then he would now consider it. And again, listen, Mainoo is someone who's been the main talking point in every press conference Ruben Amorim's been in for the last 6 weeks, I'd say. And it is true, he's not getting any minutes, and there is opportunities for him to get minutes now. He got half an hour against Bournemouth, and I think he was very good when he came on. He controlled the ball, and he added a little bit of tempo to that team going forward. Now, obviously, with Casemiro suspended for the game on Sunday against Villa, do I think Mainoo will come in? Absolutely not. I think it'd just be a straight swap to Ugarte. Now, I think Mainoo's a player who, again, he has all right to seek an option away from the club. He wants to be playing regular football. And again, Amorim was asked in his press conference earlier today about Kobbie Mainoo's brother wearing that t-shirt, and he said it's not going to affect the way in which he plays, or if he does play, if he doesn't. He said Mainoo hasn't spoke to him about an exit. I think Mainoo's just waiting for an opportunity, and I think when there is only two midfielders and one of them suspended, there's no better opportunity against Villa to see him. Now, again, he's on 40 grand per week. He probably does deserve to earn more. And again, he is coming frustrated with the team. Now, Manchester United, it would be typical to let another generational talent like Mainoo leave. We've seen it happen time and time again before. I think you have to do everything to keep Mainoo at the club. And I think ultimately, he's one of those players. He's only 20 years of age, or 21. He needs to be playing regular football, and he deserves to be playing regular football in this team. And ultimately, he's put in a transfer request, which again, he has every right to do so. I mean, if you're not playing minutes, more importantly, and he's one of those players. He's one of those players who he's not going to be happy just sat on the bench. He has his own personal ambitions: go to the World Cup, play consistently for England, and that England spot is not guaranteed. There's so much competition in that midfield. Wharton, Elliot Anderson. You've got Declan Rice, Jude Bellingham, Phil Foden. Then you've got other players such as Alex Scott, Ruben Loftus-Cheek. There's a lot of English midfielders there, and Mainoo, he can't go from he was starting in the Euros final for them or playing in the Euros final to be not even starting any minutes for Manchester United this season. And again, I seen Roy Keane say that listen, he's 20, he should be able. So what if he's on the bench? He should be learning the ropes. I get that, but again, Amorim saying he's competing with Bruno. If he's competing with Bruno, you expect to see him at least get some minutes in what he's getting. Yes, again, he brought him on for Casemiro in the game against Bournemouth, but again, we know that's not his long-term position because Amorim said he don't trust him there, and if he is going to play in this team, it's going to be in replace of Bruno Fernandes. Now again, Aston Villa on Sunday, could it be an option for him to start with Bruno? We'll have to wait and see, but I just don't think Amorim rates him at the moment. Now again, in terms of options, he will have a plethora of options. A lot of clubs will be interested. We know Chelsea heavily were interested last season, and again, he has been left with kind of no choice, and Amorim doesn't trust Mainoo in that number 6 position. Now, when pictures of Jordan wearing his free Kobbie Mainoo t-shirt emerged from Naples on Monday, there was a buzz of excitement. Incredible protest at Old Trafford by the brother of Napoli's target read one headline: Italy ready to push, said another. According to club sources, other members of the Mainoo camp are more sensitive to his long association with United and how it should end if that is to be the case. So yeah, I think that obviously doesn't help when your family member is kind of making it all about him. But I think Mainoo, he's no future, and again, he's going to put in a transfer request now. I think for me, if it would be Mainoo or Bruno leave, it would probably have to be Bruno to go. And I love Bruno; he's my favourite Manchester United player. But would you have to sack Mainoo's got 10, 15 years left? You would say at the highest level, and he should be starting for United. Whereas Bruno, someone who's 33. I'd much rather see Mainoo given that opportunity at Manchester United. Now, we don't know what's going to happen. My feeling is we will see Mainoo leave the club. And again, Apparently he knew about his brother wearing the t-shirt and there was a message endorsed from Mainoo. But again, I think United playing one game a week don't help. I think Casemiro being in good form and the fact that he's competing with Bruno, he literally plays every minute he's available unless he is suspended. And again, he's not going to be someone who replaces Bruno. And again, it was kind of, I think us signing Cunha and Mbermo kind of did have an effect on Mainoo as well, because if we didn't sign them, Bruno would be playing in the 10, or one of the 10s, and you would have Mainoo and potentially Casemiro as a front two. But it's clear Amorim doesn't really trust Mainoo, otherwise he definitely would have been getting more minutes than what he's having. I think he just sees Bruno and Casemiro as the main midfield two. He's not even bringing on Ugarte anymore, and I think we know that he said he's not the player that he saw at Sporting. So I think Mainoo will end up leaving. He sees no future at the club. He's on 40 grand a week. There will be many clubs in Europe, your PSGs, your Bayern Munich, Barcelona's, Real Madrid, Premier League clubs, Chelsea, who will snap at Mainoo in an instant, because he is a generational talent, and I think he should be someone who is playing football for the club. So we will have to wait and see. Again, apparently United are not willing to let him go unless they get an exceptional offer, which again will benefit them and help him. But again, I think it's just poor management. And this is not on the ownership. This is more on Ruben Amorim. He should be playing Mainoo any position in the team, because he does have that quality. And I think, again, he just improves the team so much. He's a very technical footballer. He'll add so much more. And when you are taking off Casemiro in the 50th or the 60th minute, that should be your opportunity to bring Mainoo onto the pitch. Or when Bruno's not having the greatest game, because there has been many times this season Bruno isn't having a great game. You take him off, you bring on Mainoo. That's what should be happening. And I think, obviously, whereas Mainoo hasn't said anything publicly, I think internally he is getting very, very frustrated. And inside the club, yes, he's probably working very hard in training, but the fact that he's not getting any minutes would be very frustrating for him. I'm sure it should be, because he needs to be starting. And I don't think Manchester United can allow a player like Mainoo to leave with the talent and the quality that he has. But again, we'll have to wait and see what does happen. Apparently, he wants to leave, with his future being very uncertain at the club. And also, Ruben Amorim have no intention of playing him. He's on 40 grand per week. There's been no talk about a new contract. So, yeah, the likelihood is Mainoo leaves Manchester United in the summer window. Again, if United would let him go in January, if they do find a viable replacement, and if that is sort of if that is Ruben Neves potentially, I mean, it would be a criminal offence if you go from Mainoo to Ruben Neves. Yes, Neves is good, but again, is there much longevity in that move? But let me know your thoughts on Mainoo. Should he leave? I mean, he's effectively putting a transfer request